stars, and that's who we are. We are voices. There's nothing to fear. Explode in your rear. Feel our voices.
Thursday, motherfuckers! VOR is back.
That's what we are, and this is where we are.
That's Mike.
Mm-hmm.
That was Ed.
Say hi, Carl.
And I'm Carl.
That works. I about called myself Mike last week, so that's
true.
fine.
Dude, don't ever call yourself Mike. You don't want to be Mike.
You don't want that burden.
You don't want this.
Cross the line there, Jesse Owens. Jesus. Yeah, we're back this week talking horror picks, B-movie and stuff that scares the shit out of you. And we're joined by Kate Davis and Wendi Freeman.
Hi.
Hey, guys.
Guys.
Hey, fellas.
Fancy seeing you here.
Cool. So I think what do you guys have picks for us? Is that right?
I'll go ahead and start this one off if you don't mind. Mine isn't so much like a deep pick. You know, it's like a not deep cut B-side or anything like that. For me growing up, I wasn't into horror films at all because I was never exposed to it. My mom didn't like them. Like none of my friends really liked them. So for me, the coming of age, like kind of scary horror slasher thing was Scream, because that was 1996. I was in high school, and for me, that's kind of like a perennial Halloween watch. I really enjoy the entire Scream trilogy, but especially that first one, because I remember getting it on pay-per-view, recording it on my VHS. You know, it's like I had it and I watched it over and over. And for me, that really kind of opened my world up to this sort of film. And I think it also kind of revitalized the popular market for slasher and horror films, because when that movie came out, I don't know, maybe it was just because I was in high school and everyone was like, oh, you gotta see this movie, you gotta see this movie. It was the first time I really remember people talking about a horror movie in that way, at least in my more adultish life. So Scream is my pick.
Now, did that predate Blair Witch or not?
I think it did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, nice. I think that's accurate.
I'm down with that.
I mean, I don't think there's much to say, though, because that's why I kind of wanted to get out of the way, is just because everyone's seen it. There's not a whole lot to say about it. You either like it or you don't.
We're not laughing at you. We're laughing at Mike's face. He was like...
Yeah, Google did the right thing at the right time.
Yeah.
Okay, can I make a pick next?
Yeah.
All right, so I've been watching Michele Soavi. We're going to go to Italy now. I've been watching Michele Soavi's films. I watched Cemetery Man, Della Morte Della More.
I'm so glad you say that, because I literally, in the last segment, it was like, God, I hope to God someone talks about that.
Yes, yeah, and I love that. And I'm going to confess, that may be my favorite zombie film of all time, because that's such a bizarre fucking ending. And it's the only zombie film I've ever seen where somebody had the concept to shoot people while they're still alive.
Yeah.
Just shoot them in the head, then they won't come back.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler alert. But anyway, so I watched Stage Fright. The other night.
Whoa, you were in a mood. That's a slew of movies right there. I can do like one at a time.
No, I banged them out. I also watched all the Maniac Cop films in one day.
Were you really bummed and took a shower afterwards?
Well, you have to. Anyway. So, yeah, Stage Fright, I feel, is so awesome because there's that guy in the owl mask who's stalking people and killing these people who are all like in this play production, and it's a gorgeous film, and I feel like that mask is so definitive. It's such a creepy thing, and it's just as iconic as Jason or Freddy or any of these other things. So, Stage Fright.
What's funny about that though is I agree with you entirely, but the amount of fan art that goes into that is like nil compared to how much you see with like Jason and I mean you see a lot of owls with all the Twin Peaks stuff, but never Stage Fright. They should seriously. We're commissioning some artists right now. You should watch that.
Tomorrow is another Inktober day. Maybe I'll draw up some Stage Fright.
Yes.
Oh, it is.
Google image that shit right now.
I think you should do Inktober all year long and just call it Ink Year.
Yeartober.
Yeah, I think I did like 3 inks.
I did Sherlock today, Mikey. Check it out. I just plugged myself. That's
I think the last one I did was the Smurf.
I'm prepared to unleash mine now. Okay.
Let it out.
You know what? This is a weird movie because people are pretty much split on it. It's like half of the people are like, "Oh, this is the greatest movie ever made. It's genius that it's in the middle of the series. It has nothing to do with anything." And
Just like Tokyo Drift.
Exactly. And then there's other people that are like, this is great. And then there's other people that are like, this is garbage. It's Halloween 3, of course. I mean, Tom Atkins. Tom Atkins is
so manly. He's so manly in this movie.
Fun fact, we watched that with my family on Christmas last year. And my mother was really grossed out by his barrel body. So,
isn't it weird how guys can be sex symbols like that? And he's like so old in this movie. But
I know he's like,
bang,
and then Ellie is like 20 something.
Right,
and even after he has sex with her, he goes, "Wait, how old are you?" She goes, "Don't worry, I'm older than I look." But she still never says it.
Yeah, and he like leaves beforehand to go talk to the homeless guy. It's really
I know. He's like,
weird.
"Wait, let me make sure. I've got to go talk to this drunk man in an alley while we're being watched by cameras no one sees."
But that Silver Shamrock theme that still sticks with you. That's still like the most.
I feel kind of sad because I feel like while it does have a following, I feel like it would be a way bigger movie. It would be like Night of the Creeps.
Mm-hmm,
it would be like Night of the Creeps if it had it not been caught right in the middle of something that it wasn't supposed to be in.
It's amazing they just didn't. It's like someone wrote Season of the Witch and then just threw the Halloween name on there. You know, kind of like the first G.I. Joe movie was just, we want to make a super suit movie. We'll just package it as G.I. Joe.
Or Troll 2 isn't even about Troll 1.
Yeah.
There's that.
Do we know the backstory of why?
What ended up happening was, as far as I know, and this is just hearsay, but what they had done was from the start they were going to do an anthology sort of series. So it's supposed to be like, okay, this movie is about a mask killer, this movie is about a guy in a mask factory, but what had happened was the first one was so popular they made a second one before making Season of the Witch. Mm-hmm. So people just expected that Halloween was solely Michael Myers, so when they unleash this guy, everyone was like, that's not at all the things that we just saw or wanted. So it bombed at the box office. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But now people love it. And I met Tom Atkins and I was like a stupid girl. Like I was like, you're so, and I'm sorry. And, yeah. Anything Tom Atkins. Yeah. Winner, chicken dinner.
I second that.
Yeah. So.
And they would know better than I would, because the next one I'm picking is lame. Go ahead, Ed.
Oh no! Now you've got me intrigued. I want to hear it.
You know, I'll be flat out. I wanted to pick something old, something middle, blah blah, something in the newer world, and I did not. You know what I mean? Like within the past 10 years. Mm-hmm. Well, there is one movie that I can't identify and I can't find. I saw it on the Deadly Ernest Horror Show again, and it was about this cult of the frog. It was about this motorcycle gang. You had to kill yourself, but you couldn't be afraid. So you had to kind of drive your motorcycle off a cliff, but you couldn't be afraid all the way to the very end. And if you just weren't afraid, smash, you would come back and you'd be eternal, and you would just wreak fucking havoc. And it was just so depressing and eerie. It would make you feel like shit for a week. It was like the Schindler's List of.
That was a tough guy. What was that gang name? I don't know.
We're the frogs.
It was a cult. Somebody had an amulet or a belt buckle. One or the other had a frog in it.
Oh my god, amulet is my second favorite word after pictures.
I like it too. It's good. It's got the right amount.
Oh, wait.
What are you thinking of?
Oh, shoot, I can't remember the name of it. I'm trying to think of that. It had.
It was British.
Keep going.
Here's the funny thing. I think I found your movie. I believe it's called Psychomania.
Oh my god! Oh my god! That means I can eventually see this thing again, and it terrorized me. Any old way, Paranormal Activity. Isn't it weird? Recent film. I wanted to go with a recent film, but I don't want to take up too much time. Paranormal Activity. We went to see it in the theater, which we never do. Ask either of these guys. We just never go to the theater. And we went to see it, and I was like, the whole time we coming home, I'm like, oh, babe, you're not scared, are you? You're not scared, right? And she's like, no, I'm not. I'm like, it didn't fuck with you at all. It didn't fuck with you. And she's like, no. Really,
Well,
like,
that's
stone-faced.
like
My wife is like super stone faced.
That was
What's that?
That was creepy. I give you that.
Well, I gotta tell you, that night, I was like, I'm fine. I'm so fine. I'm so damn fine. And she goes to bed, and she's like, I'm turning off the lights. She turns off all the lights, and I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm stuck on the couch. I'm sitting there on the couch, and like, I've got to get like 30 feet to the bedroom, and it's all
Why did you turn off all the lights while you're still in the living room?
Bye, honey.
That seems weird.
I had the TV set on, so she was like, okay, good night, and so and she turns the lights, so she turns out the lights in the office, turns out the lights in the bedroom, and so I'm just sitting there in front of the TV set, and I'm like, oh, crap, I'm stuck here on the couch, and I literally, I was a grown man when this came out, and so I, like, turned off the TV, and it was like 4 bounding leaps, I was like, boom, 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 and I was in that bed, dude, because I was so afraid someone was going to drag my ass down the steps.
Oh, that's great.
I hated that scene.
Now, I've actually heard good things about the marked ones. Is that the Hispanic, like the Mexican Day of
You
the
think
Dead?
it's Wreck?
No, the most recent Paranormal Activity one.
There's like 6.
Yeah, like the most recent one was like the marked ones or something like that. It's the one people say it's like legitimately good, and I haven't.
I'm gonna watch it tonight.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm gonna watch that shit tonight.
Let us know.
I
Fill
live
us in.
alone, so.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
It's scary as hell. You know what? It's the effects. It's the special effects. There's a scene where this chick is like, she's running to get to her husband, and it's all done like from this odd perspective, like up in a corner or something.
Yeah.
And boom, she trips, and then this motherfucker picks her up by her leg, and it's like dragging her, and all you see is just this woman laying flat on her chest with her legs sticking all kind of out behind her and flying down the hallway, and it's like,
Yeah.
it's just so fucked up. I can't.
I'd love
Oh,
to see you
God.
like pitch a movie to like film producers because
You see
you
me pitching my book.
grabbed your own leg. Can I please?
If you've got any pointers, I could use that.
Oh no, that was great. I'm saying you would get whatever the fuck you wanted made.
Thanks. It's not happening yet. No, but truth be told, like, that was off the chain. I thought that was ugly and horrifying. It really, really was. Like, Chucky didn't scare me.
Well, Chucky's a
Yeah.
doll.
Right.
Yeah, but that crazy, it bit her, and it left.
It was subtle. It's a subtle movie.
You
so.
couldn't see it, but it left teeth marks. Like, that's so fucked up.
Have you seen Wreck?
No.
Okay, well you're gonna need to.
Yes, those are excellent.
Is it on Netflix?
It
Rec
was.
2 is on
Yeah.
Netflix for sure. Rec 2 is on.
But you have to watch the
Go
first.
Check that out.
And then they remade it as Quarantine.
Did they?
Quarantined, yeah. Like they made like
The American version.
Yeah, which was literally like almost shot for shot. So don't watch that because it's not as good as the
I
original.
won't. I'll do exactly what you tell me, Ed. I love these guys. We just have them on the show forever? Let's just change the whole show. Let's just face it. Let's just change it.
We'll just quit and just let them have the show. That's it.
We'll start our own. It'll be called WOR, Women of the Republic.
Carl, what scared you? What's the next one?
Oh, we gotta cut it, don't we? Didn't I hear
Oh,
the
yes,
dog go off?
this rang.
I didn't hear
This
it.
rang when I was on my tirade. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so we need to wrap this up.
We want throw it down anyway, Carl.
Oh, I really don't have
your
another pick, to be
turn.
honest with you.
Oh, all right. The last one I was going to mention. Oh yeah.
Oh, Garfield's Halloween special. I watched it last night.
Focus.
It's still great, and it scared me as a kid because it had all those scary pirate ghosts. Rah! See, I'm late. I'm sorry. I'm the worst person for this episode.
Gluten. It's a devil.
I was going to throw it down with the original Fog.
Yeah.
John
We have
Carpenter?
A lot of Carpenter
Yeah.
going on here.
He's
Oh, shit. That was fucking
yeah, I love it. It's not the all-time scariest ever, but it is just.
Because I was going to say, I think Thing is probably scarier than Fog.
I feel the fog is much more atmospheric. It's
Yeah.
much more,
Yeah.
it's much more of
You get a spooky mood.
We also
Oh
watched
my god, the Thing. Are you talking about that one out in Alaska?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Where that weird Disney dance scene of body parts comes flying out of the back of that son of a bitch?
I like for that. Can you please emulate that for us?
Yeah, show us.
What the hell was that where it's just like this big flesh fountain? Oh, I hated that. God damn it.
I was like,
That's it.
Yeah.
Mike's never sleeping again.
No, I do. I love this. I love this. I love it. Okay, guys, let's do it tomorrow right away.
It sounds really weirdly erotic.
Yeah.
That's the name of our podcast, Flesh Fountain.
Fleshfountain.com.
Yeah.
That's right.
Certainly destroy us in
It's
ad
free.
revenue.
Log in.
Cool. Right on. Speaking of ad revenue, we're going to have more shows coming at you tomorrow featuring your listener and fan feedback via emails at Republicom and details on how you can tell us about how you feel about this show, past shows, etc. Can be found at www.vorradio.com. So links to that, links to our Facebook page, which is always active, and fucking it's the best time, man. It's just the best time. Remember that time, like, you and your friends got like really wasted and just hanging out and had like the best music and just like chicks. Like that's every day on Facebook.
You can't make out with chicks on Facebook. That's
Are you kidding me? You can send pictures of your pecker.
Connor can do whatever the hell he wants. He could own his own country, and he's the only cop in it.
The only doctor cop.
Dr. Cop.
Buckaroo Tom Atkins Bonsai.
Ooh.
Officer Doctor.
Yeah.
We have yet to do a Buckaroo Banzai show. We're just
That's cool. That's Carl's wheelhouse right there.
I am down. I'm there.
Oh, love me some
I
Buckaroo
don't
Banzai.
know what I would say.
What?
I don't even know what I would say during a Buckaroo Banzai podcast. Like,
You have time.
Just show the movie.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll do a commentary.
Oh, we should.
Oh, God. Commentary, no.
No. Yes.
All right. Well, we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow.
See you?
And for you Star Wars knuckleheads, hey man, we're with Force.
Be with.
That ass.
Ooh.